Alice and Borderland fans, the wait is finally over. After 2 long years since Season 2 left us with one of the most cryptic teases in recent Netflix history, Season 3 is officially on its way. Netflix confirmed that the show will return on September 25th, 2025, and the announcement came with a brand new teaser, a fresh cast lineup, and, of course, confirmation that Kento Yamazaki and Tao Tsuchiya are back as Arisu and Usagi. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. So let's dive into everything we know about Alice in Borderland Season 3, from the Renewal announcement and what happened in Season 2's finale, to what Season 3 will actually be about, the returning cast, new characters, and how Haro Aso's manga spin-offs might shape this next chapter. The Renewal announcement. After Season 2 dropped in December 2022 and gave us a pretty manga-accurate ending, fans were left wondering whether there was even room for a Season 3. The finale wrapped up with Arisu and Usagi returning to the real world, along with a handful of survivors, while everyone else who died in the Borderland perished for good. Then Netflix went silent for months. 9 months of absolute nothing. Just when people were losing hope, on September 27th, 2023, Netflix officially confirmed Season 3. But before the big announcement, they pulled a very Alice in Borderland style stunt. A mysterious post appeared on Netflix Twitter X account showing 10 playing cards laid out on a black background. Fans immediately started decoding the image because, let's be real, nothing in this show is random. The cards spelled out a hidden message: Alice 3. Posters with the same image even appeared in Japanese subways, driving fans crazy with speculation. The next day, the news broke. Alice in Borderland Season 3 was happening. And not only that, director Shinsuke Sato would be returning, along with the show's leads, Yamazaki and Tsuchiya. Season 2 recap. To understand where Season 3 might go, we need to look back at how Season 2 wrapped things up. The second season was all about finishing the face card games. Arisu, Usagi, and their allies took on some of the deadliest challenges yet, from the relentless King of Spades to the manipulative Queen of Hearts, Mira Kano. That final showdown with Mira was less about physical survival and more about psychological warfare. Instead of a brutal death match, she challenged Arisu to a game of croquet. On the surface, it looked simple. Just finish 3 rounds. But Mira used the game as an opportunity to mess with Arisu's mind, planting false explanations for the Borderland. At one point, she told him that everything was in his head, that he was actually in a mental hospital and the Borderland was a delusion he created after losing Chota and Karube. Arisu almost fell for it. Mira even tempted him with pills that would end the game. But Usagi broke through his despair by cutting herself and forcing him to remember what was real. Together, they beat Mira and she was lasered. When the victors were given the choice to stay in Borderland as citizens or return to the real world, almost everyone chose to go home. That's when the truth was revealed. The meteorite explosion in Tokyo caused mass casualties, and the Borderland was essentially a liminal space where people's consciousnesses went after their hearts stopped. Those who survived were resuscitated while others died for good. The season ended on a hopeful note. Arisu and Usagi met in the hospital and started a real relationship. But the last shot told us the story wasn't over. A gust of wind blew away a table of playing cards, leaving only the Joker. What the Season 3 will be about. That Joker card was the big clue. In Haro Aso's manga, a mysterious figure called the Joker exists as a kind of ferryman, guiding souls between the Borderland and reality. The show left it ambiguous, but now we know Netflix was planting the seed for Season 3. According to Netflix's official description, Season 3 picks up with Arisu and Usagi now married and living happily in the real world. But their memories of the Borderland haunt them in dreams and hallucinations. Everything seems fine until Usagi suddenly vanishes. Enter Ryuji, a man who researches the afterlife. He helps Usagi cross back into the Borderland, while Arisu is left devastated. That's when Banda, one of the Twisted Jack of Hearts players who stayed behind, shows up in the real world to tell Arisu about Usagi's whereabouts. Forced to confront the Borderland again, Arisu has no choice but to follow her back into danger. This setup opens the door for 2 possibilities. Alice in Borderland Retry, a manga sequel where Arisu, now years after the events of the main story, gets dragged back into the games. A new original storyline, one that expands the mythology of the Borderland, possibly focusing on the Joker and the afterlife itself. How manga spin-offs fit in. While Season 1 and 2 followed the manga pretty closely, Season 3 is different. The original story ended with the meteorite reveal. But Haro Aso did write 2 spin-offs. Alice on Border Road, a parallel story with different characters, set in the same deadly game world. Alice in Borderland Retry, a direct sequel where Arisu, now older, gets pulled back into the Borderland. The teaser showing Arisu and Usagi married strongly suggests that Season 3 is borrowing elements from Retry, but the inclusion of the Joker card might also mean that we'll see Aso's unfinished ideas fleshed out in a completely new way. The biggest difference here is that the manga never really explained the mechanics of the Joker. If the show goes deeper into that mythology, we might finally get answers to questions the manga left hanging.
The cast of Season 3. Most of our favorite faces from Seasons 1 and 2 won't be returning since their stories wrapped up in the real world. But Season 3 still has a strong lineup. Kento Yamazaki is back as Arisu, Tao Chuchiya returns as Usagi, and Ayaka Miyoshi as An. We'll also see Hayato Isomura and Katsuya Mayaguma back as Banda and Yaba, the deadly Jack of Hearts duo. Joining them are fresh cast members, Kento Kaku from House of Ninjas as Ryuji and Afterlife researcher, along with Koji Okura, Risa Sudo, Hiroyuki Ikeuchi, Tina Tamashiro, Kotaro Daigo, Hyunri, and Sakura Kiryu. Their roles are still under wraps, but if past seasons are any clue, expect dangerous rivals, unexpected allies, and plenty of mind games. What the Joker could mean. Let's go back to that Joker card. In playing card symbolism, the Joker can be anything. Wild, unpredictable, a trickster. In the manga, the Joker ferried souls between worlds. In the show, the Joker might be a gatekeeper to the Borderland, or maybe even the creator of the games themselves. If the Borderland is a place between life and death, then the Joker could be the ultimate arbiter of who stays and who goes. This could mean that Arisu's mission to save Usagi isn't just about winning games. It might involve bargaining with the Joker itself. Release date and teaser. Mark your calendars. Alice in Borderland Season 3 premieres on September 25th, 2025. Netflix announced the date on July 8th, 2025, along with the first teaser trailer. The teaser shows glimpses of Arisu and Usagi's married life, flashes of the Borderland, and a chilling shot of the Joker card. This sets the stage for a darker, more psychological season, one that blends reality, dreams, and the afterlife. Why Season 3 matters. For fans of Squid Game, Alice in Borderland has always been the supernatural, more emotionally complex counterpart. Where Squid Game was about wealth and class, Alice explored survival, trauma, and the meaning of life itself. Season 3 matters because it's the chance to expand the story beyond Haro Aso's original ending. It's about asking, what happens after survival? How do you live with memories of death games and second chances? And what happens when the Borderland calls you back? Our nerdy thoughts. Alice in Borderland Season 3 is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated Netflix releases of 2025. With Arisu and Usagi's marriage at the heart of the story, new deadly games, and the long-teased Joker finally stepping into the spotlight, it promises to be both emotionally devastating and thrilling. We might get closure on what the Borderland really is, or we might be left with even bigger mysteries. Either way, this next season is going to redefine what the series is all about. So are you ready to return to the Borderland? And that's everything we know so far about Alice in Borderland Season 3. With Arisu and Usagi's story taking a shocking new turn, fresh faces entering the Borderland, and the Joker finally stepping into the spotlight, this season is set to be the wildest yet. What are you most excited to see? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.